Okay. Hello everyone, KillCode567 here, trying to do some video capturing of my bat. So here it is. Basically, the general gist of this bat that I created is to access things a lot faster than normal means. Like if you were to click on something, like say the start button, then look for programs, all that stuff, or go to the desktop, whatever, and you're just clicking around and you're trying to access stuff, well, this eliminates this. The general reason for me making this was I was trying to get more response time out of my computer. So this was pretty much the end result of that. I know I posted a few things on the forum, so I was hoping to see if I could get any critiquing with this. I haven't really got a lot of comments, so I figured a video demonstration would be a good idea to give a general summary of what this can do. So let's go ahead and get started. Start by clicking on a few options. TrueCrypt. Go ahead and press 1. I have encrypted drives, my external drives, that I access this way. What I normally do is I choose an option here and I press 1. Mounted. Pops up really fast. So if you look on my computer, you can see, okay, it's already connected. So let's disconnect it. Go to TrueCrypt, go to Unmount, Enter. It'll take a minute. Sometimes it'll say force dismount because there's something running on it, which is usually either something I'm searching with or something I have open in the background. We'll go ahead and we'll first force dismount it. So if you look, it looks like, oh, it's still there, right? Well, with my computer, you got to refresh it. So yeah, it's no longer there. But it doesn't matter because you don't have to go on here and refresh and be able to get access to it. You don't have to even have this up. All you got to do is press 1, 3 for quick mount if you don't even want the thing to pop up, and if you just want access for it for later, you can do that. It has the options on here. If you look again, it has mount, unmount drives, quick mounts, dual mounts, quick dual mounts. You can explore the drives, which I'm still working on that feature because I'm trying to get it all line user interface instead of using explorer.exe to open it. Because for some reason when I try accessing my stuff, I still have to access this through Explorer. So I'm trying to eliminate that for faster response time. Just something I like to do for fun, make it all line user interface. So if I wanted to quick mount it and I didn't want the Explorer thing to pop up, I press 3. Now you don't, do not disconnect. Sorry, I had to say because I'm really tired. So if I stutter or anything, I apologize. But yeah, as you can see, pops up, no problem. So let's go ahead and dismount it again because we're not going to be needing it. Say for example you want to access games. Okay, let's access the games. Type in AVG Interface 1. Everything's running just the way it should. Same thing with all my other games. You can pretty much type whichever game. Typing of the Dead, Terraria, Shovel Knight, Retro City Rampage. I try not to do anything too graphic intensive on my laptop because let's face facts, laptops are not very good for intensive gaming unless they have some serious hardware in it. I can probably play games anywhere between 2010 and lower with graphics. So that's good enough for me. I don't play that much games anyways. I like to mess around with code and stuff, so that's fine. So command prompt. Basically, I can type 5, press command prompt. I can do whatever, do all my command prompt listings. They'll pop up in a separate window. So that's one thing I can do. A virtual router I was using for accessing my Windows Media Player on my laptop through my HD TV. I would use my phone as a remote, so then I can just change and look through all my shit on my external drives. It's pretty useful. I haven't used it much lately. I'm thinking about removing it because I have a wireless keyboard and mouse. It's just like, eh. But again, I'm debating the functionality of it. Image burn. I'm sure you all know what image burn is. All the other stuff. CCleaner, easy access. Boom, there it is. Disconnect from network. Like if I wanted to disconnect from the network I'm on, just press 11 and it just disconnects me. Master Seeker I use basically to search for my files since I disabled Explorer.exe on startup, so it's useful. It pretty much helps me find stuff when I'm in a hurry to find stuff. Websites, I have some websites that I have auto-programmed into my batch files, so all I gotta do is press 17 followed by a number, like say my bank. I could press 5, and then my bank will pop up with my login and prompting for my login and my password. It's useful. I have some scripts that I have auto login, so like if I go to say my one form I go to other than the one that I'm on now, it automatically logs me in with my username and password. It's nice, it helps, and it makes everything all automated and I don't have to worry about typing all the shit in at once. Battery and power options pretty much shows my current setup between balance, high performance, and power saver. I don't really care much about the balanced feature, so I usually only use the high performance or power saver feature. This is useful when I have my laptop unplugged and I can just switch automatically to power saver and try to conserve battery, or if I want to get the most performance I can in response time out of my computer, I just switch to high performance. Config settings is just basically 2 text files that I have. My whole setup with this is kind of complicated, but I tried explaining it earlier. I have 2 different types of bat files. One's access and one's access or access2.bat. They're saved because with this auto hide mouse cursor feature, I have it so then if you keep your mouse hovering for a period of time, it'll disappear if you watch. So then that way the mouse hides. So the reason why I had to put this in one and this in another was because of that particular feature. Because if you try doing what I was wanting to do with it, which is adding an auto hotkey, and if for any reason this gets shut down, you can basically press Windows A and another one pops up, like I just showed you. If you try having the same exe file that you saw in the same script and you try to bring it up, it brings up the mouse cursor program, and it's so annoying. It just keeps popping up. So that's why I use 2 separate batch files, so then I won't have that issue anymore. It's kind of a workaround. It's more complicated. I do plan to simplify this later in the future, but I just got tired of seeing it, so this was pretty much the only thing I could think of at the time. Volume control, basically it's the same result of like you pressing your FN button and then pressing the volume up and volume down. For some reason it wasn't working on mine. I have a hunch the reason why is because I got rid of my Explorer bar, the start bar. But yeah, I've tried it on my computer and it doesn't work, so I pretty much made this so then I could just use the mouse or use my directional buttons to turn it up and down. So it works. Music playlist I have in my external drive, but you have to have that connected to your computer and able to use it because based on the batch file that I have, it is directed in a certain way where it has been aimed towards the Y drive. So it would have a Y directory. So you have to have that drive installed and able to use it. Movie and anime list, I'm still debating on what I want to do with that feature. It works to an extent, but it's just like, why make separate directories for my anime list if I can just search for playlists and play whatever? So I'm still working with that feature. MBAM, just press 30, it'll pop up. It's pretty simple. I mean, Malwarebytes has always served me well in the past. So I recommend highly anyone using this. And then any free antivirus, I would suggest Avast. But you guys know this already, so I'm not going to repeat myself. YouTube search, I was pretty happy on getting this to work. You just type in something you want to search on YouTube. It'll basically go into youtube.com and it will search automatically for the things you type through the batch file. I find this really nice because you don't have to go on youtube.com, go on the search bar, press search, and you basically find your shit that way. It eliminates most of that clicking. You can just go to, like, say, let's look the home cow up. It'll search. There you go, film cow. Didn't have to go on YouTube.com or anything. All I had to do was just click it, and then there it went. Very nice. The shutdown and restart feature I only added because with my wireless keyboard, and if I have my laptop hooked up to my HD TV, I can just wirelessly shut down or restart the computer, so then I don't have to get up and basically shut it off. So I find it nice, and it's a useful feature for me. So I know this isn't like something everyone can use. It is a simple way for me to get access to my stuff, so it's more tailored to my needs. But I eventually would like to get this to a point where everyone can use it without explaining too much on the programming, something very simple to do. Um, I'm hoping to get any critiques or suggestions on this. Just give me anything, because I can only do so much in terms of trying to think of stuff. So having another person's opinion really helps. Thank you guys. Have a good day.